Hello everybody, it's Kakarot here, bringing you back another video. I'm joined by Alternative Force here today because we are doing a collaboration video, so introduce yourself, Force.
Hello.
What are we doing today, Force? I believe we're discussing things about Dokkan Battle and Dragon Super.
So,
Where do we start off? Do we start off with Dokkan Battle or do you want to talk about Dragon Super first?
Dokkan, definitely go. Dokkan. So, the issue about that 300 stones on the Japanese version, I know lots of people were upset that Global didn't get as many stones for the maintenance, but people had to understand that the summons went down, and so that could have affected people. Like, certainly the money went down after 24 hours. So, anything on that issue, Kakarot?
Actually, yes, the 300 stones thing is sort of ridiculous. I don't remember who posted the complaint or anything, but I just decided to accept the 300 stones because I didn't see anything wrong with JP side.
It's certainly generous of them. I mean, I can see why people are certainly suspicious about it, because 300 stones, that's a lot.
Certainly, it is a lot, something worth accepting, especially on the Kale and Cuff leaflet ban, due to the LRs being on there, and, well, I mean, Kettle ban, but it's Kale Car leaflet ban, but anyway. LRs, 300 stones, you probably can get one LR out of that, so it's probably worth it.
It's certainly great for re-rollers as well, because lots of re-rollers got a chance to get at least an LR for that week. In fact, I went and got re-roll account just for my subscribers. It was an LR Trunks.
LR trunks critting like crazy, yeah. Built-in crits. Definitely worth that LR.
Okay. So now the issue about super tax. So the Super Saiyan 3, the AGL Bardock that people have been complaining about his super attack. People have to understand that he was an SR. And it's not like they're gonna just like go all out and crazy for like a super attack for an SR. It may be a copy and paste of Mass Saiyans, but it's still relatively good. It's not amazing like the Super Saiyan 3 Intelligence Bardock, but it's still good.
Isn't Massane super attack like something called Dark Rebellion Trigger, and isn't Bardock's meant to be like Saiyan Spirit or something?
GL Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is called Rebellion Trigger.
So the Massane is the Dark Rebellion Trigger, but Rebellion Trigger is pretty much the same as Massane.
Yes, pretty much. So, on to the next thing, banners. So, people are worried about the fact that they're wasting stones, and there might be a really good dual Dokkan Fest coming up for JP, and that they're going to be dual.
I understand JP is way ahead of Global, but they need to calm down on the big banners and give like some more support banners to give people those support units. So it's probably worth giving those support units out before any other big banner comes out.
They were generous for that Elder Kai banner. That Elder Kai really helped a lot of people for like getting the essay of people that weren't farmable.
Yeah, actually, that's definitely worth it. Considering I have physical Super Saiyan 3 Go tanks, I believe his super attack is farmable, but definitely put the Kais in. Got him SA10. He's got quite a bit of dupe system now, so yeah, I'm glad that happened.
Things has 2 dupes, 15 crit, 11 additional. Amazing unit. Crits almost every time. So, it's pretty good.
So should we start talking about the global side of the game now? So yeah.
There are differences and then head into the global side, I think, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
The differences is the fact that global is a few months behind. So there's been this issue on the fact that global has been behind for many weeks or many months actually. And before, when the global game was released, it was just like a week or two, like, but before JP. So, like, basically, they were behind it by 2 or 3 weeks. But now they're 5 months away practically. So people are worrying that the gap will keep growing bigger and bigger, and they'll never catch up to JP. So, what do you think about that?
So in global, we believe that the next banner obviously going to be the Super Saiyan 3 Brawler banner, and many people already expected that to come, but I disagree with the choices of banners. I feel like it should have been physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks first, due to, yeah.
So, also on global, the thing is, people are wondering if they should hit up the Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks and Broly banners. I mean, most people will probably go on for the Broly banners because he lowers his defense by nuking, so that's not really an incentive. But if they were to put Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, for example, on that banner, people might be like towards that banner just for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks could be a trap. Like Christmas banner, discounted stones, guaranteed SSR, and Santa Claus Roshi, which can raise the SA or super attack level of any character by one.
Actually, that's the thing. Christmas. So on Christmas, we believe that we're gonna get some weird banner with like tickets and stuff. We believe it's the same as last year with the Santa Roshis, the candy canes, and everything. Will that happen the same this year?
Bandai has hit us with many different things that we never really expected. Like, for example, the Kale and Khalifa banner on Global. They came out of nowhere, and that was plenty. That was an obvious trap for me. For example, I didn't try to even touch that banner because I knew it was a sort of trap just to pull me in. It was just building up to the Super Saiyan Gogeta, but what's also Super Saiyan Gogeta was also a trap.
Yeah, the Janemba Goji banners are definitely a trap. If you still want to summon those, you can still summon those, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'd save your stones for something a little more later on in the game. So, yeah, let's keep saving those stones and try to find a different unit, and perhaps
So
find a unit within another banner.
Banda has been really hitting towards the Christmas part of things. They even gave us a login bonus called the Prelude to Christmas, which is very.
I believe it's like the advent calendar with the countdown towards Christmas, and once that countdown ends, something big will drop.
They're giving you practically 48 stones for free, and that's close enough for a multi summon. And so, before Christmas, that seems kind of suspicious.
Yeah, definitely suspicious. We have no idea why that's gonna happen. 48 days or some 48 stones. A bit weird. Why not just give us 50 stones exact so that we don't have to grind up any stones? But you know, it's Bandai. They want us to grind in the game, so yeah.
A business, they don't really care about the free to play players because it's not making them money at all. So they still do somewhat care, but not really. Stones for as in story mode stuff so that people can get some stones for free so that they don't have to just like buy them every day.
Yeah, the Bandai really needs to do something about after level 200 with the number of stones you get. It decreases as you've probably collected majority of the story stones, and we need more story. You need to get that story added in as soon as possible, so that free-to-play players can obviously grind. And we need to have more free-to-play units. Obviously, we did get the Goku Jr. Of course, you can awaken him, but we can't get him anymore. Perhaps he'll come back around another time. The future Trunks thing event hasn't come around. It rarely comes around. That needs to come around a lot more often. So I hope to see that one again.
Yes, in fact, they haven't even Dokkan to awaken the free-to-play version of the Intelligence Trunks, which is very good at 100%. He could almost crit for 1 million on the Super Gogeta team.
Yeah, definitely worth to have him on Super in Gogeta team. If you have no other intelligence units, then he's worth putting on the team. Yeah. So shall we talk about Dragon Ball Super now? See where that's going.
So Dragon Ball Super, very amazing show. Just saw this video about its animation, and someone said, "Is it really good or not? Is it really bad or not?" So when I watched it, he said, "Would you compare an image to something that was moving, and with the image of Dragon Ball Super to that animation?" Said that it had better animation because it was actually moving, not just a still image. And the thing is, Dragon Ball Super, its animation is good. It has lots of flow recently, really good.
Actually,
That's it.
one of the amazing arcs was the Goku Black arc. That had probably the best animation I have possibly seen. And now I'm not gonna go on to the other arcs, but I think the best arc was probably the Goku Black arc. They animated that very well. They plotted it very well. It was a very enjoyable thing to watch. But talking about how it is obviously enjoyable, it's sort of understandable what they are doing, erasing every other universe to have one universe survive. Other than that, Ultra Instinct came along, everybody became hype, and now everybody's in love with Ultra Instinct, so it's like win-win.
So, basically, the best animation part of Dragon Ball Super before the Goku Black saga was like one of the best animation sequences was when uh Goku Black came in and started and stabbing at, and then Trunks came in to try and help, but then Zamasu interfered and then started trying to slice up Trunks as well, and they spin down towards the ground.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty scary scene. I felt so sorry for Trunks, but it was overall a good scene. It was pretty good combat. Trunks rage form. He's got his rage form. I have no idea what he's doing in his own world right now, considering he had to go to a past version of his world. I wonder what that'd be like.
In the manga version of things, it mentioned that in that timeline they're not going to have alternate versions of themselves, but well, not alternate versions, the same version, but you have your own dimension and there's multiple dimensions of that dimension.
Well,
It's
considering it,
basically
since Future Trunks and Mai went back to their past version of their own world, there's now two copies of them, their cells and their cells, two copies of each other, so it's gonna be a bit awkward now. They have to hide out and try distance themselves away from each other to stay hidden, obviously.
weird. I like the manga version of things because the thing is they didn't make it all weird with the fact that they had to go and all their same cells. Like obviously they probably get together a lot, but like weird, and the manga didn't do that.
Now, if we move on to the Universe 6 Saiyans, everybody's been wondering why they've been transforming into Super Saiyan so easily. Now, there was an interview with Toriyama, and what he said was something about these S cells. We only got the tiniest glimpse of what he meant about the S cells. Basically, when they start relaxing and they got good combat, good enough level of strength, S cells begin to multiply inside the body, uh, revolving around Super Saiyan, and then obviously Universe 7 had to take forever in, if you get what I mean.
I they need a good environment, as in not being killed off every second by Frieza. If they get too strong, I got arm style, as in if they just kept getting killed because they got too strong, and so they never had a really good chance to grow. And so Planet Sedala, they don't do those things. They don't have that way,
They
and
they
people
have
may.
been they have been training their whole lives on planets that are there's the army on planet Sedala protecting their own planet. We got combat strength. Obviously, they've been fighting a lot of enemies, enforcing law and everything, and probably the S cells collided with each other, and that created simple enough Super Saiyan already.
Certainly so. So the SLs are very generative way. They get stronger towards every generation. I don't really know if that's true or not because Gohan never really received like S cells from.
Well, obviously Gohan had to train for a while. Obviously, in the hyperbolic time chamber, he released his Super Saiyan in a Super Saiyan, so it took him a while. But obviously, since Goten, Trunks, Pan, lower down of the line, they've got more S cells in them because they're going down the line because Gohan already had his S cells unleashed and passed on to Pan. Goku had his S cells unleashed and obviously got Goten and Vegeta Relax got his S cells, his Super Saiyan and baby with Bulma and everything, so yeah.
For a Super Saiyan is to have many S cells, good environment, and and at least kind of sort of nice, kind heart in a sort of way. Now, people may argue with Vegeta, for example.
Yeah, because Vegeta isn't the relaxive type of guy, but eventually throughout this saga, Dragon Ball Z, he settled down because obviously Goku died from himself. He had no competition to do anymore, so he relaxed down with his family, so it makes sense.
Mind that he turned Super Saiyan before the androids arrived. The reason that Ronsal gave was because he settled down with Bulma, kind of in this sort of way, as their baby, and so that could have let him settle down a little bit, and he also got given a better environment in which he could live in. And so he also had that, and he had a good environment, and he was really strong. So moments were met for him to turn Super Saiyan. All I needed was for those like blood rushing through your. It's kind of like that, I believe. So all that anger that he had, that the fact that he couldn't turn Super Saiyan, Goku could, and so could Trunks.
I believe he only turned Super Saiyan because he wanted to be the best. He always wanted to be the best, so he tried to surpass Goku and everything. And his only way of unleashing Super Saiyan was to beat Goku.
Surely, so and that's practically why he turned Super Saiyan.
Now,
So,
if we move on to the universe survival arc, which universe do you think will be destroyed first?
between Universe 2 and Universe 6.
Wait,
Happened
which one has more chance of getting destroyed?
Universe 2 say Universe 2 they're not really left with anything. It's just like this
Yeah,
little
there's
red
three people left in Universe 2. They're surrounding Goku. We're gonna beat him up and everything. Now, obviously, Goku won't go down that easily, and Android 18 and 17 have to step in at some point. So I think Universe 2 will go down, And obviously Piccolo, Gohan is still having to fight the Universe 6 Namekians, so they are tricky, they are like Piccolo, but I think they are on par with Gohan level.
Yeah, it's like the universe 6 Saiyans have been basically disqualified from the tournament, and so they can't really do anything to help. They lost the Protara earrings, everything's gone, and so it's just those two Namekians left. It's fighters. I'll give them that, but they're up against Piccolo and Gohan, a team that's been there since like Gohan was a kid, a child.
Yeah.
Know what the other is thinking. Like in the episode when Piccolo was in the way of an attack, Gohan literally just stepped in and just shot Masenko.
Yeah,
Have
he's still using Piccolo moves. He Makakan Simpo and everything. I don't think the current version of Gohan has ever used a special beam cannon. I have never realized that. Unlike future Gohan, who has used a special beam cannon, Masenko and other moves like the one-handed Kamehameha wave.
so what basically I don't really see a lot of that anymore, except for Piccolo hasn't really shown a lot, as in like he hasn't been given spotlight enough. But the next episode preview blocked an attack. His face was sort of lighting up like a key blast, and so key blast for Gohan. I just think it's just been turned into a meme now, honestly. Like they did it for when protected Gohan against Frieza, against Nappa, and if they do it against these Namekian guys, that just had me very disappointed. It's just a meme now, basically.
Well, I think we'll end off this here now. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and subscribe to Alternative Force whilst you can. Anyway, guys, I'll see you till next time. Goodbye.